I feel bad because I've heard stories of DJs hating other DJs, especially female DJs. I had that article in Phoenix News Times that the headline for or like the main quote from the whole thing that I've talked about was, it's a male-dominated industry, but times are changing. After I wrote that, so many female DJs actually like wrote to me on Instagram, Facebook, even came up to me at my events, and they said, we seen that part where they've heard me talk about it, and they're like, we felt alone. The guys would be really mean to them because they're females, and it wasn't even just that. It was like either younger people or, you know, sometimes it even goes to race, and it's like, oh, you're actually pushing out the Chicano brand the way that it should be.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the SouthPawBill podcast. We appreciate you. We love your support. And today we have a special treat for you. This was shot a couple weeks ago when we had Meeting in the Ladies Room, brought to you guys by House Parties in the 90s and SouthPawBill. This was at the Mix in Pasadena. Our guest is DJ Nina G. She's an amazing DJ, super bubbly personality, and someone who's always willing to give back to other DJs. We had a chance to sit down with her before her performance. Totally killed it that night. Make sure you follow her on all socials and hire her for your next event. She's been featured on Phoenix Times, performed with multiple top recording artists, does a bunch of lowrider shows, and keeps the Chicano culture alive. A big shout out to Jeremy, her dad, super sweet guy. He was there with her sister during her performance. We appreciate you, Nina. We look forward to having you out here again in California. Everybody loved the show, including the security at the Mix in Pasadena. Hit that like button, subscribe to the podcast, stay tuned for future events for House Parties in the 90s and SouthPawBill. Drop a comment below, and we'll see you on the next one. Lista, let's go. All right, so he's just gonna check, make sure we're good on camera. And this is directional, so it's
like this.
Yeah. So
Right
maybe
here. Okay.
There you go.
I felt bad. One time we were in an interview, and my dad's mic was off the whole time.
Oh, really? Yeah. So look, this button right here. Don't touch that button because it'll mute you.
Oh.
Unless you want to say something like.
That looks like a screw.
Bleep 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 bleep.
Okay. Beat myself out.
Yeah. Exactly.
My language. Beep beep beep. Look all right.
Oh, these chairs are so uncomfortable.
Let's see. There we go.
Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to lean in a bit to talk, but I'm good.
This is going. Get my lipstick on it.
Are we good? Yeah. You sure? Three, two, one. Let's go. No.
Okay.
All right. What's up, guys? George Merlos from SouthPawBill, the Southpaw Boys. We are here in Pasadena with
DJ Nina.
DJ Nina. Tonight we are at the Mix. So House Parties in the 90s is having Meeting in the Ladies Room Part 2. And one of the features is DJ Nina. So we wanted to get her on, take an opportunity to get to know you a little bit. I know you're here with your pops. You're here with your sister. You guys travel from Arizona. So how was that drive? You guys came in this morning, right? I
knocked out the whole way. I think like in my head it was an hour, but for us it was probably like 5 hours. And then it was just a chill drive. We're more excited about the fact that we're not going to be like in the 120 heat no more.
Yeah, your dad was telling me it's like 116 or 109, something like that.
It feels like 120 because it just resonates right there. And I don't know.
How long have you guys lived out there in Arizona?
Born and raised. My dad has been born and raised, and his parents have been born and raised there, and I've been born and raised there. I don't think we really like leaving Arizona. Where we're at, it's a chill area.
What part of Arizona are you guys from?
Glendale.
Where?
Glendale. Like it's
Glendale,
more like
Arizona.
It's like close to Phoenix, but more of like this, like the Cardinal Stadium.
No, I have no idea.
Well, that's even far. I don't know. Like it's just like it's there. It's like I feel like we're in the heart of everything.
Uh-huh.
When we talk to people from Arizona, they're like, "Shoot, like where you're at, you can just go here. You can just go here." Especially to Phoenix, which is like the heart of Arizona. But we're always willing to travel. That's how we feel with California too. It's like we're always here every weekend.
Oh, you guys are.
hmm
I think you have a show tomorrow too, as well.
Yes, at the Shodies Lounge for DJ Cazell. He won't be there because it'll be his anniversary, but I'm gonna make a special guest appearance. So
That's dope. That's
Mhm.
dope. We're super excited to have you, and um, I know that the music you play, a lot of it is old school. There's some funk, there's some '80s, but I was reading up on you. You also like Tom Petty. So
Mhm.
like, what are your musical influences?
Um, like how would you say like people wise on me?
Yeah, people like genre. Like, what's let me put it this way: if you were on a deserted island and
Mhm.
you had to take a record with you, what record would you
Oh,
take?
mm, Evelyn Champagne, so I don't panic.
Evelyn Champagne.
Yes,
Educate me. Who is Evelyn Champagne?
Evelyn Champagne is. I would say like oldies genre, very slow, chill, relaxed music. There's one specific song from the vinyl that I have from her. I forgot what it's called, but it's called the show is over. Not the vinyl, like the name of the song that's in the vinyl.
Okay.
And I play that every single ending of my shows.
Oh, really?
And like sometimes I don't get to because I forget, but there's like I always play like there's like a mix. I don't even know how I found it, and it's like in the ending she's like, what does she say? You're sad because I'm going away, and it just keeps like mixing. I don't know where I found that little mix, but it's that specific song that just like brings the whole vibe down.
Does it mean something to you? Like, does it have a specific meaning? Like something
Yes,
you
it's
grew
just
up
like
with, or
what is it? It's because like my dad's a lowrider, so I grew up with like around like oldies around me, and I always felt like no matter everything that like anything crazy, I would always like find oldies to be very calming and stuff. Like I like calming vibes. Like of course I still listen to like my '90s rap and like like anything that's hard. Like I like Proper Dose. That's kind of like Chicano. That's Chicano rap right there. Um, I like listening to like hard music, but I always go back to oldies at the end of the day,
more
especially like,
chill?
huh?
More chill,
Yes,
like
even
chill
that's why I would
vibes.
like say like Tom Petty too, because like just last night the event was really good. Like it was for Desi Hollow's concert, and I was there all day. And the event was really good, but it's just like it gets to you from a long day of just being in events. Like I think you would get it too. Like,
Yeah.
hmm
Excuse me. For me, it's anytime I go to, like, let's say rock en español
hmm
concert, it's like, or psychobilly concert or rockabilly
saying all
concert.
the vibes right there.
Yeah, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like, I'm over it. Like, I
hmm
need something to, on my drive home. I'm not listening to shit, like,
Yeah.
because I just want to like decompress from
I've
like
seen
all
memes
the
like that for
energy.
DJs.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
hmm
You mentioned Chicano rap.
hmm
I think your first show, you were 13 years old, right?
Um,
Your first big show.
my first big show was like I honestly think it was a Little Rob concert. I think, and they found me. They told me like, "Oh, we want you to be what is it, the main DJ for that day." And that's a Chicano rapper right there. I think that's one of my first shows that I remember that was like big in my head. I'm like, whoa, and people still bring it up to this day. Like I've been DJing for 10 years now. I'm about to be 21 in September, and I started when I
Woohoo!
was 10. Yay! I could be here legally,
Yeah.
but what is it? No matter what, I'm gonna still be DJing. I can't even party.
Yeah.
But I just remember like I think I was probably like 12, 13 in the Little Rob show,
Uh-huh.
and like I worked my way up for that. Like I was doing like mind you, my dad was a lowrider. I asked his card club. I was like, I'll DJ for you guys for 8 hours straight, and they're like, okay, we'll pay you. And I remember even like the first biggest money that I ever got, not ever got, but I got in my head when I was little was $100.
That's dope.
I was like, so I remember I DJ'd for like 5 hours for the car club at a picnic, and I was just playing music. They let me just play around, and they gave me 100. And I was like, I tried giving it back. I was like, I'm cool with like a 20,
Right.
20 and some food.
So you're doing it for the love of music. You're not
Yes.
doing it for the money, right?
Yes, like it all started for the love music. I didn't think money would come out of it. Like I remind you, I started at 10. I didn't think like I know a lot of kids would be like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I want to do this. Like, personally, like, I knew I was going to grow up with it, but I didn't know it was one of those professions. So it's still kind of like, whoa.
So like at 10 years old, I mean, what were you doing to be able to play music?
So it all like the thought process started at so these car shows would always have these all vinyl DJs, and my dad was like traveling. He's part of like a car club, and we would always go to like Chichano Park. That was what mainly like set off the whole thought process. Like I was already DJing by then, but at Chichano Park was a DJ called DJ Cazell, and he's from here, and he was so cool. He was like, yeah, like you can look at my equipment, you can do this and that. Mind you, I had like mini equipment. I even showed him a photo, like it looks so funny. I showed him a photo and he's like, turntables, they would fit you. You seem like a turntable kid. I didn't know nothing about DJing. My dad does not know nothing. My mom doesn't know nothing. So it's like I have one cousin, but he barely found out I was a DJ already when I was like 15. So
it's not like a family thing. It was more or less like the car culture club, the lowrider club. You start hearing a bunch of music, you just fell in love with the music, and then you're like, I want to play.
Yes, definitely.
That's dope. I was I think maybe around 10 to 13, and we'd have the backyard barbecues, and all the kids would come and hang out, and my uncle had DJ equipment.
Ooh.
And he had turntables, and I remember while the kids were outside playing, I'd start scratching, right? And I'd start playing with all the stuff. So I love music, dude. Like I love all kinds of music. Some music I can listen to one or two songs, but then I'm like, all right, I'm done with it. It's just not for me, but I can appreciate the art. Definitely. And so when someone's a DJ and you really, really learn, I was reading up on you on like crab scratching, right? You do that?
Yes.
So what is that?
Oh, that's my favorite kind of what is it? That's my favorite kind of like scratch technique. So when I started, I didn't know nothing about what the name of the scratches were, what to do. I just wanted to I love music. Like, it wasn't just even the car show scene. It's like my sister was listening to like Amy Winehouse music, like very like like very different music, and then even my older sister was listening to like very different music. So
how many sisters do you have?
Two. Once I'm 20. My little sister is 17, and my older sister is 24.
No boys?
No.
Oh, well, and the Southpaw boys, the three brothers, the ones that you met.
Sibling of three.
Yeah.
Are you? Which one are you?
I'm the oldest.
Okay, I'm the middle.
Okay. Mike, who's changing right now, he's the middle one. He's the youngest.
Okay.
So it's three boys, and people always ask my mom, like, "Oh, wouldn't you have wanted to have a girl?" She's like, "Maybe, but I'm happy with my boys." So you guys are three. Your sisters are listening to different kind of music.
Yes.
And you incorporate that music through crab scratching. Is that what it is?
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't even explain it. I'm like, my mind switches.
Your boy, the time traveler, the 90s rebel, DJ Isaac G. This episode of SouthPawBill is brought to you by House Parties in the 90s, your favorite flashback page, your favorite memories, your time machine. Make sure you guys are following them on Instagram, all socials, House Parties in the 90s. Make sure you guys are getting your USBs and you're coming down to the events for some great times, great music, nothing but good vibes. Now let's get back to the episode.
What is it? Crab scratching is a technique where this is the turntable. Can they see it right here? Like, this is the turntable, and this is the fader. So usually, like, we can go wiki like that.
Sure.
And usually, like usually people think it's just the vinyl. I'm like, I can scratch with just the vinyl, but you use a fader. The fader is like switches to this side of the song, or when you have another vinyl right here, you can switch the fader to this side.
Okay.
So that's kind of like how scratching really works. So crab scratch is kind of like this. So you're using all these three fingers.
Why?
So it's doing this. Like, I can kind of do it with nails. I don't know why. I know I don't really like wearing nails, but they look pretty sometimes.
They look nice. I told you earlier.
Yeah, thank you. I got my nails done, but like, what is it? This is kind of how I do it. The reason why it's my favorite is because, mind you, I'm self-taught with these scratches. I asked the DJ. There's this thing called Trill in Phoenix, and it's like the part where DJs meet up with each other. There's no other spot that I've ever heard that DJs meet up with each other besides Trill, and that's like a hip hop shop. Like, they got history of hip hop from all eras, and it's a crazy shop that I remember when me and my dad found. My dad was all supportive about it. Like, he had all daughters, but he says like, "Oh, you're like the little boy I always wanted." So he was like forward with it. He took me to Trill every Wednesday, I think.
What is that?
What happened?
What's Thrill?
weapon. Sorry.
Thrill? You said Thrill?
Trill.
What is that?
So that's a hip hop shop.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's in Phoenix, and we're like a close but far drive to Phoenix. So my dad was making a trip on Wednesdays to take me to meet with other DJs, and we would do this thing where every Wednesday, what is it? They had this thing called Fader Manners, and it's so cool. It's like there's, I would say, 5 turntables, and we all go. We go through 4. I forgot what they're called, but it's like 4 counts. So like, you know, when the beats kind of go, I never really understood it. Someone explained to me because they got mad at me. They said, you did 8 counts. I'm like, what's 8 counts? And they're like, you're supposed to do 4. And it's kind of like, when you're scratching, you just kind of like just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's, you have to do that while scratching so you can be even with everyone. So one time I was trying to do the crab scratch because, like, I don't know, I just like I seen it somewhere, and one of the DJs told me, oh, you're trying to do the crab scratch. I remember this was during quarantine. After I heard about the crab scratch, I took all of quarantine of learning it, so a whole year. And then I took that was freshman year when quarantine happened. And then sophomore year, I just took the year off. I was like, I still did school, but I just didn't go to like the building.
Right, right.
So I was like practicing all day. I would wake up, practice, do homework, and then go to sleep after practicing all day.
Is it like super loud in your house when you're practicing?
My parents love it. So the way they used
do?
to have me, they love it.
Okay, cool.
My parents
cool.
encourage it. Like I feel bad because I've talked to DJs and they're like, oh, like they get kind of mad. They're like, oh, my parents would unplug it from my room, but my parents would have me like, you would walk in and there's the living room, and then like our house is kind of like, it's not small, but you know, like it's 1 story. And they would have me kind of like where the TV used to go. We used to have like a box TV, and they would get inside the wall.
Okay.
So we didn't have that no more. So they cleared the area off, and they had my turntables. It was literally the size of my turntables, and they would like put me in there, and then it was like in the middle of the house. So even if you were like in all the way the back of the house, you can hear me really clearly. And my sister's room was like behind that wall, and she was kind of mad about it for a while. But then like when I started, she's 3 years younger than me. My older sister is 4 years older. When my little sister was like you can just put in consideration like 3 years younger. Like when I was at a certain age, like she would always tell me like, oh, Nina, if you can just play my song, yeah, I just want to hear it through my wall. I just want to hear this. I just want to hear that. Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, you know, some kids go to karate, some kids go to soccer, some kids go to softball, and you went.
I did all of them. Look, I did all of them. I was a karate kid. I was a soccer kid. I was an art kid. My parents like.
So you know the.
Yes.
And then,
I can do a backflip. I can do a kick. No.
Oh.
I probably only had a white belt, low key, but my parents like. They were the type of people where they're the type of parents where they were like, oh, you want to go do that? Okay, you're going to put all your sisters in that. We're going to do it all together.
Yeah, that's dope.
So my older sister wanted to do karate. Me and my little sister had to be put into it too. And we all liked it.
Super supportive then.
Yes.
Super supportive. That's
my
really
parents
important.
Are really cool. Like, I love them.
That's really important. Give me 1 sec. Hold on, let me check. Okay.
Gotta check if it's still rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happens. It's all right.
Dude, believe me, when you said your dad.
Oh shoot. Yeah, we're gonna hide that.
Yeah, when your pops his mic was off, right? So I've done that. I've done whole podcasts where my mic is off. And I'm like, what the? Because I'll hit this or something's off with my mixer.
Yes, it happens. That's why I'm like, I won't try to readjust, but I'm like, oh, you know what?
Yeah, you can move it. It's just the button. You know, that's the whole thing.
Not gonna touch it. I get the pain.
I'm just seeing. Go ahead, talk.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
okay.
You're good.
Well, you know what? Even like not just like with podcasts.
Have you done a podcast before?
Many.
Yeah?
Yes, I've done many. There was one I did before, not before. I don't know. I just remember there was one I did probably last year, and they were like, oh, like it was in Arizona, and they were like, oh, like we can choose like wherever you want to be at, and they had a building, but there's this shop in El Mirage called Barrio Clothing, and they're like my biggest sponsor. Like I wear all their clothes, the shirts from Barrio Clothing, shoes, chola bands, everything.
You because I took one of those videos and I edited it, and it was it Barrio Clothing? Or you're like on the scratcher and then you're opening up some stuff?
So those are two of my sponsors. So
Okay.
Barrio Clothing is like the shop, and they like they try collecting a lot of like people that have clothing, and they're like, okay, they direct them towards me, and they're like, she'll wear them and put them at these events. One that I love so much, like I wore it yesterday for the Desi Hollow show, is Lolo clothing. Lolo clothing.
Okay.
It's like straight lowrider clothing. It's so good. Like there's a way that you have to like. There's a shirt. It's like a bandana shirt, and the way you kind of like. You just kind of like tie it in the back. I kind of did it backwards to make it like a crop top, but I thought they were gonna get mad at me. They're like, "No, you're good with that. You're good."
Yeah, it's your style.
So I love Barrio Clothing. Like they always like push out new sponsors for me because like I remember when I first started DJing, there was no set style for me. Like I loved FP County. I love like what is it? A lot of like Chicano clothing from lowrider shows, but the thing is my parents was like, oh, that's too expensive, or oh, you're too young to be wearing that. So with Barrio Clothing being like, oh, like, you know, we'll give this to you and just put it out there, of course. I was like, oh shoot, like FB County, like pro clips.
And
That's the kind of stuff I wish to have.
It's dope because someone's recognizing something in you at the end of the day. You know, like right now I'm wearing Alpha, right? So Alpha I am, you know, he's one of the hosts for Rocky and the Black Fonz. And, you know, one of his things was like, George, you know, here's a t-shirt, like for you, your brothers, all that stuff.
Oh, hey. It's Mike from Southpaw Boys. Every episode, we're going to be giving away a free Southpaw shirt to someone showing some love. This episode's winner is JDMC7904. Congratulations. DM us on Instagram so we can get that out to you. If you want to keep this going, go to SouthPawBill.com, grab yourself some merch. That's how we're able to keep bringing you guys real guests and real stories. It's easy and it's free to enter. All you have to do is subscribe to the podcast, share a clip, tag us at SouthPawBill so we can find it. Now let's get back to the episode. And remember, keep swinging.
And for me, I could buy Nike, right? I can buy Adidas, Reebok, all that stuff, but why not support your friends? And if they're supporting you, like we need to support each other.
Yes.
And so that's really important. That's really dope.
Like
is that
even,
like your first one? Like your first major sponsor that you have?
I've had a couple before that, what is it? Like they all came in stacked with like lowrider shows. Like a lot of vendors would be like, oh, like we love your style, like try this, try these clothes, try these clothing. But I feel like I was always into supporting like what is it, local brands. Of course you could, like how you said, you could wear Nike like I'm wearing Nike shoes right now, like I can't, what are they called? I think so.
Yeah.
They gave them to me. I don't know too much about style, like I'm more music than style, but what is it, it's still within the brand, but it's like it's the fact that it's a mom and pop shop that grabs these clothing, like pro clubs, the Lolo clothing too. It's like they grab all these clothing and it's like they put them out there to just kind of give that style back to the community. Because Amraj is like, what is it? That's a very Chicano neighborhood. So I remember even looking around too, like when I was like, that's like right next to Food City too. So it's like walking around in Food City, you see people with like pro clubs on, and it's not pro clubs, or that too, but you know, like that style. You see that style from back in the day.
I've kept my style the same way for a long time.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what? It's my style is very old, like the 50s old.
Yes.
You know, I grew up with like 50s music. I grew up with like 50s rock and roll. So like my grandmother we'd always watch Elvis movies, you know, all the Elvis movies, and listening to oldies. Like that's what I grew up with. So when someone were to tell me, hey, you're on a deserted island, what would you listen to? I listen to 50s oldies or some cumbias, you know, because of my dad. Do you scratch or do you play any Spanish music?
Yes, my mom's actually from Mexico.
Okay.
She's from Tijuana, and what is it? She came here when she was like 15. My dad's just born and raised in Arizona. So it's like, mind you, I have so many different genres in the house, but I think I love my mom's music so much because it's like, of course she likes English music, like MTV kind of music, but when she gets into like that Spanish rock, she would tell me like, oh, back in the day I would have Spanish rock posters. Like, I don't know too much of the names. Like, I didn't get into it too much, but I remember she would tell me like stuff like Mana or that one song, Camisa Negra, she goes crazy over that one.
Oh, that's, who's Camisa Negra? That's, Juanes.
Yes, I don't know if that's too much rock. I'm not too into the genre like that.
Sure.
But like when my mom plays it, it's like, my house is a very like loud house. Like we love music. If I'm not playing, she'll have a speaker playing either Bad Bunny or new
You like
music.
reggaeton?
That's
Some.
there, old school.
Maybe you can listen to
reggaeton.
one or two, and then that's it.
Yeah, like I could party with it, but it's just like playing it. It's like it's tedious because it's like reggaeton's constantly evolving with songs, and if I play one song from the in between of too old and too new, then they're like, oh, like we don't like it.
Yeah.
Or if I played like the newest, like I remember I played a reggaeton song called I don't even know the name, but like I remember like I barely downloaded it. And people are like, "Oh, like we don't know it. Like it's too
old.
new. It's too new."
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I can't play some of this too. I don't know. It's a tedious genre, but I know a lot of DJs that are like professionals with that genre. Like they're good with it. So it's like kind of leave it to them. I don't want to put too much of my name with. Oh, I know too much reggaeton.
You know what? That's one of the things too. Like I paint, right?
Mhm.
And one of the things I told my brother is when I started painting is I didn't want to learn. I don't want to go online and learn how to do this brush stroke and this brush stroke.
Yeah,
I wanted to mess up on my own. Right?
definitely.
Like I want to mess up on my own, and then I started creating my own style. So my style has a lot of graffiti, like it has a lot of colors, a lot of neon colors. Sometimes it's not a finished piece of art, but it's my art, and
Mhm.
it's what I'm happy with. It's not like I'm trying to paint like someone else. It's like, no, if you like another style, there's plenty of artists for you. Meaning
Yes,
there's
that's
plenty of DJs for you. Like it's
mhm.
okay. It's just
It's
not my
like it's
thing.
even like with cooking. Like if you like Mexican food, why are you
Right.
gonna ask like someone else that doesn't know how to cook Mexican food to cook it?
I
Like
can cook it. I can
yeah,
learn,
yeah,
but
like
why? It doesn't fill my heart.
mhm,
It doesn't
definitely.
fill your heart.
Like I remember talking to someone before, and I was like kind of confused about certain events. Like why'd they hire me? Like that's out of my genre, and I was thinking like I was researching all these different music and stuff, and then I forgot who was telling me, but they were like, stick to what they hired you for. You, they hired you for your style. If you could play what they want, that's even better. But play what you play, what you're based off of. Like, of course, today, like I'm gonna play house music. I love house music.
Oh,
So
do you?
yes,
You
I
play
love
house
house
music?
music. I love house music.
What?
It's because like DJ Cazell from around here, like I feel like he's like the biggest mentor I've had in my life. Like he's from here, but whenever I had questions, I would call him. Like he would always like help me out, even though the distance was really big. But he's known out here for house music. So I remember he told me he's like. I was on a radio station with him when I was like 12 years old. I sucked. I sucked real bad. Like, I don't even know why he let me be on there, but I remember he told me I want you to give me an hour mix every single week. And I was starting at like 6th, 7th grade, so I would cancel plans with friends just to do these mixes. And one time he asked me, he's like, "Do you know house music?" I'm like, "Oh, I remember this." He asked me, "Do you know house music?" And I was like, "No, but I can learn it." I remember I searched up EDM
Okay.
and he told me no 90s house music, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So he gave me like a couple songs, and I kind of like did my research through there. And like every now and then I get these events. Like 2 weeks ago I had this event where I was playing for a 50th birthday party, and this lady came up and she's like, "Can you play like some Chi-Town house?" And I'm like, "Oh, like you like when there's so in description like that, it's not just 90s but Chi-Town house." It's
Right.
like, I got you. I got you.
That's dope. You know what? In the 90s, my dad is very much into tropical music. So
Oh,
like
okay,
cumbia,
okay.
salsa,
Yes.
merengue, right? That's my dad 100%. Um, but they came out with Latin house,
Mhm.
right? And so Latin house would incorporate a lot of those beats into it.
Yes.
So it was house, but it had a lot of Latin beats. Dame un café con leche, mami. Dame un café
I know
con
what you're talking
leche.
about. Yes.
Proyecto Uno kind of came out with some like hip hop house type
Mhm.
style. So
It's very different. Like when I was
it's
looking into like Latin house, I know that there was just like a lot that I don't know the names of, but they sound very their own style. Like they combine two styles and they make their own style, and it's
yeah, it's
like
unique.
yes, it's really good though. I like Latin house.
So did you do some research for tonight's event?
Yes, I did. I was even getting curious, and I was like, I still want to keep it like not. I don't want to play oldies. Like I don't want to make it too slow. But I was like, Brentwood House remix, Brentwood House remix, Al Green House remix. Little hints for tonight, but still.
You know what? That's one of the things that I love mashups.
Mhm.
Right. So I love sometimes when I hear. Have you heard of like the Smiths, Morrissey, any of that type of music yet?
Smith.
It's the Smiths or Morrissey or the Cure. Like it's
Oh, my
considered
dad plays
K-rock.
that every once in a while. Yeah. Mhm.
So I've seen people take that music, that genre,
Mhm.
and then put beats behind it, right? So
Mhm.
it's like a mashup of two completely different genres, and then people are fucking vibing out.
Well, it's cool with DJing because it's like when you educate yourself with every genre, like you can't really you have to get uncomfortable to be comfortable.
Right.
So what is it? The way that I work with DJing is that like I don't just stick to one genre the full night. Like I make sure like I get something for everyone out there because if I was in the crowd, like I can't go to parties the same no more. Like I don't really go to parties, but when I go to them, it's like oh like they're only playing one genre. And it's like I want to hear something different.
You
So
want to
I
you want to be able to expand. You want to be able to dance.
yeah, so it's like you make a story through it. Like it's not a word story. It's not like an easy way of explaining it, but the best way to say is a story. So, like let's say you're with like cumbia, you can work with like, of course, reggaeton, but you can also do reggae with cumbia. You can also do what is it? What did I do? Sometimes there's some remixes out there that do like a mixture of hip hop and reggae, and I would do that in between with cumbia, and it's like you kind of like work your way through. You work through the edges. Sometimes it gets difficult for me, but it's because like I'm trying to figure out the story myself. Because it's like okay, I can plan out the full set list of what I'm gonna do tonight. But the thing is, I'm planning the set list without looking at the crowd. So of course I do the in betweens. I plan the in betweens. I call them my little emergencies, and I just kind of like when I start, I have my planned set list. But then after that, I just go based off what the crowd is. Like if I see people with like what is it? Like the cowboy hats, I already know what they want. I already know what they want.
Yeah, and I think I've seen that with DJs. Somebody can be a badass DJ,
Mhm.
right? Like dope mixing. Like you put them on TikTok,
Yes.
put them on Twitch. Bad, they're dope.
Yeah.
But in a setting with the crowd, they're so like rigid, and they're not watching the crowd, and people are sitting down, and it's like, well, I'm playing the same music. I'm like, well,
You
yeah,
know,
you're not
it's
watching your crowd.
it's funny because it's like social media is so different from like actual even like clubs, backyard parties, picnics, car shows, hops. They're all different things that you have to learn like car hops. Well, I DJ majority of those. You're not really DJing for people that are dancing. You're DJing for like the cars that are dancing. So you want people to like be more interested in the cars, but play music that are like keeping them going. And so that's an easy one for me. But it's like for clubs, people don't understand that you need to play for everyone that's there. And if you're like, well, I don't know what they want, I can't read their mind. Well, it's not like that. You just gotta like look at them. It's not a stereotypical way, but you just gotta look at them. And it's like, okay, if they're like putting their elbows up, you already know. If they're
Right.
like, if they're getting a little bit too excited with house music, you already know what to kind of continue with. And it's just like you just gotta kind of like even you gotta test out, have little trials and stuff. Trial and error is like the best way where you learn. I knew a DJ friend that had a huge crate for new music. He worked at the radio, right? Huge crate for music, and he'd be like, I would mark it red if the crowd hated it at the clubs. So when I would do my private events, I knew not to play that. So it was pretty smart. It was smart on his end. I kind of do that like mental notes where I'm like, I notice people don't really like when I play this song too much because it's like it's slow. It's not really the vibe.
Right.
But I could play it like at another time for
In
this
another
kind of crowd.
setting.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
We see more people arriving here. Here
Yes.
goes Rocky. You can come say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yours
to
is
meet
Rocky.
you.
Pleasure having you in our event tonight.
Definitely. I'm
Thank you for-
excited.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Excited to see you scratch.
Yes.
Yes.
Or
We were talking about it. I'm like, I got my nails done. So I was just like, I'm ready to go crazy.
She's ready for it. So what can we anticipate tonight? Obviously, we're going to drop this episode like way later, but
Yeah.
what can people anticipate tonight?
Just a lot of dancing, a lot of tricks and dancing. I'm gonna put my all because it's like I do my all for every single event. I make sure that I put my heart and soul into these events because it's like you don't know a person's situation for coming here. You don't know if they had a bad week and they've been looking forward to this all week, bad month, and they looked forward to this all month. So I'm making sure everyone just has a good time with my set, and I hope the same for the other DJs. I'm always a big supporter with other DJs. Like I know like what is it? When I started, I always hope like I hope the other DJs would support me the same way that I would do for them. So I'll be hyping them up too. I'll be dancing.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's something my mom taught us, my dad taught us. Support each other, right? As brothers, you guys are blood. You guys have each other's back. You got to support each other. When someone does something wrong, correct each other. The other day, we were just talking, my brother Mike and I, and he was telling me something about Diego, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. And then same thing I told him. I said, look, when I'm wrong, dude, you guys always need to correct me because that's what we're here for, to make each other better. And with people outside the family, then with friends or just people we know, how can we uplift others, right? If someone's making a mistake and they're a DJ, I'm not going to hate on them. It's like, hey, maybe constructive criticism, but I'm always going to try to uplift them. I do
Definitely.
see, whether it's in the DJ world or in the promoter world, where people think it's
Competitive.
you can be competitive, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you can also help someone.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I feel bad because I've heard stories of DJs hating other DJs, especially female DJs. I had that article in Phoenix News Times that the headline for or like the main quote from the whole thing that I've talked about was what is it? It's a male dominated industry, but times are changing. After I wrote that, so many female DJs actually like wrote to me on Instagram, Facebook, even came up to me at my events, and they said, we seen that part where they've heard me talk about it, and they're like, we felt alone. The guys would be really mean to them because they're females, and it wasn't even just that. It was like either younger people or sometimes it even goes to race, and it's like, oh, you're actually pushing out the Chicano brand the way that it should be. It's like, it's I hear so many stories from every single corner of like the ones that don't get it right at certain things. But no matter what, no matter who they are, I just try my best to help them out. I give them pointers. There was one girl, I followed her. I told her, like, if you need help, like, contact me. She told me her mentor was like mean to her, like just straight mean. It wasn't even criticism. He was just straight up mean to her. So
Just kicking her down.
Huh?
Just kicking her down.
Yes, I just I felt bad. I just followed her. I'm like, contact me if you need anything. Like, that's the kind of stuff that it's like you can't just like leave them alone with. Like, you sure you can, but it's like, what is it? I just believe like helping others would just do good in the future. It would give back. When you give to someone, it'll come back to you in some way.
You're planting good seeds.
Hmm.
That's awesome. What is next for you? Like, what's your next 5 years look like, if you've thought that out?
5 years.
Yeah.
I have thought that out.
Okay.
My next 100 years. So my next 100 years, I've thought that out. I'm gonna still
Okay.
be an old lady DJ. I just like everything that comes at me is a big blessing for me, and like I have like my expectations, but I also like anything that's random. I've done so many random events to where it's just like anything's possible, and I just continue. I just want to continue with this. Of course, like I'm gonna still go back to school. Of course, I'm gonna still do other things because Zell taught me that. He's like, always have a backup plan, but do what you love. Like that's what I'm hoping for. Next 5 years is what I'm doing, what I'm loving.
That's awesome. And where can people find you?
DJ Nina G on Instagram and DJ Nina Garza on Facebook. More active on Instagram.
What about TikTok?
The DJ Nina G. Yeah,
And
I'm not too active.
Do you do Twitch at all? Like any?
I'm still kind of like I'm still trying to bring back my TikTok and Twitch. I don't really have the names for them. I have
Okay.
them, but it's like, yeah, they're kind of linked up with each other. Whenever I have like my big live streams, I've done it once and I'm hoping to bring it back again. When I have big live streams, I double stream from Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram stories. And what is it? I usually make like a whole post. I make it something like to where everyone knows where it's at.
That's good.
Mhm.
And what's a message that you could give someone? I would say first, someone who wants to be a DJ, but hasn't started yet. What's something that you could give them as advice as a new DJ or has been DJing for a little bit of time?
Don't give up. And it's like I had the best support on my side, but I know majority of the time people don't have the support that they wished. But it's just like it's all on you. You can have someone pushing you, but it's all on you and if what you want to do. I remember one time I didn't want to DJ no more. I got frustrated. I told myself like this is confusing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, what do you mean like the fader has to move a certain way? But my dad was like kind of frustrated too, and he told me, tell me right now, do you want to be a DJ or do you want me to sell all your equipment and give you back the money and you can just do whatever else you want to do? And I remember thinking about that. I remember I was like 13, 14, and I was just like, if I quit right now, I won't be able to do what I love, and all my stuff's gone. But it's like I didn't give up. There's so many times I want to give up. There's so many times that I feel like people are better than me, but it's like you are your own. You are your own. What is it called? Your own competition. Don't compare. Comparison is like the worst thing that can happen to you, because it's like not worst thing. What am I thinking?
Comparison is a
The
thief's
thief of
joy.
joy. It's the
Yeah.
thief of joy. I was trying to say that. Comparison is just, it's what ruins everything. So sometimes my dad's my manager. I just delete Instagram. Sometimes I just delete things and I just focus on what I want to do. Focus on the video that I wanted to do. Focus on the tricks I wanted to learn. Even the music I wanted to learn. It's like I cut everything off and I just focus on what I love doing. If you really love what you're doing, even not as a DJ, but as anything else, just don't give up. Like just keep going. Even if you have to take a week break, a month break, even if you have to take breaks, just put in your head, I'm gonna come back to this. I am gonna come back to this. Not like, oh, next week and then pushing it back. Just make sure that you have a time where you want to come back to it comfortably. So
I love that. Don't
got
give
it.
up, guys. And catch more of Nina G on all her socials. Is there a departing message that you would like to leave with people? I think the last one was freaking
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
But if there's anything else that you'd like to share, where they could see you at your next event, departing message.
I try posting like weekly, or like Monday through Friday. I try rotating like all my flyers. So if I have anything in your state, and I'm mobile. So if you guys even want me for your quinceañeras, weddings, next house parties in the 90s.
Let's go.
But anything that you guys want, I'm very mobile and I'm very open format. I can say like, oh, this genre is hard. I will learn it. I'll educate myself, and of course, I'll do my best.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. We're looking forward to it.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Ta-da! Easy?
Yes,
Dope.
very easy.
Good, good.
I've tried my best.
No, you did good. You look very good.